Hey guys, so I've been kind of just stuck in a really bad tilting phase for the past 4 days. I tilted from 1800 medals to 700, and it's been very rough on me and on my mental health. I've been just tilted for 4 days and just hard stuck in that 1000 to 1100, 1200 range. And today I finally kind of untilted, so I just want to show you a few of my games. I decided to go with the P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam that Elixir Princess recommended me, and I really like it a lot. So I kind of untilted with this deck. I also really like Graveyard with Evo Valkyrie, the deck my opponent's using, but I don't have Evo Valk upgraded, so I just went with the bridge spam deck, and bridge spam is my best deck anyways, so I just play well with it. So this Magic Archer was way too aggressive, and it was a really bad mistake, and that I should have never done, and now he's gonna take majority of our tower here. You can't get greedy. Well, he didn't do that much damage, but with Magic Archers, you can't get greedy with them. You gotta be careful. But Magic Archer is such a good card, and he can definitely win you games. It's crazy how underrated he is. So yeah. Should I make this into an ASMR video? Should I just start whispering, guys? I feel like I haven't done ASMR in a while. I don't know. Maybe I should. But yeah, so this video is just gonna be untilt with me, I guess. So yeah. He goes for the graveyard here. I Electro Wizard his Valkyrie, and then I thought Magic Archer would clean that up, but I probably should have arrowed that because our tower's gone now. We have 30 seconds to make a comeback, so I need a Peck of the back immediately to get a push going. He poisons the Marcher, so since he didn't have poison in cycle, I decided to bunch my troops up like this, because he didn't have poison. He has both his Evos in cycle, so it's gonna be kind of tough to really break through here, but we tried our best. I arrows that, and I just keep spamming, and somehow we broke through. Wow, I don't know how I did that. That was crazy. I don't know how. But yeah. It's also the meta, guys. The meta is just really ass. Okay, this Eva Witch, I have to E-Wiz on it, but she's broken, so she's just surviving. So I have to keep playing cards on top of her. It's actually so annoying. That Vines was kind of bad. I feel like this guy doesn't really know how to play the deck properly, so it was definitely pretty easy to make a comeback. This graveyard was really bad. He's playing very aggressive. He goes for poison and vines, which in my opinion was way too aggressive. That vines was really bad, so I just take advantage of that and go P.E.K.K.A. in the back, because we have our Evo battle ram. He wasted his poison as well, so we could kind of stack our troops. Now this push is going to be really good because we have both of our Evos, and that witch was really bad. He wasted his witch. Now Evo ram, there's no way he stops this, chat. I have to E-Wiz on defense, and there's just no way he stops this push. That was a really good comeback, chat. Really nice comeback. GG's. And the reason I was so traumatized of being of tilting to 700 medals is because I haven't tilted that low in over 6 months, because I've improved a lot of this game. I haven't tilted that low in so long. I feel like that goes to show how shit the meta is right now. because it's just like out of character for me to be hard stuck in that range, and I kept going against really bad mid-ladder players. Like, it just felt really weird. It felt like I didn't belong in that range, but I was just hard stuck there because the meta's really bad, chat. So I Pekka on this because he has no fisherman, so he can't really pull that back yet. Nice. This matchup's kind of hard because the fisherman is just like really annoying, and the like log and wizard is also annoying. But anyways, like I was saying about the meta, it's just really bad, and something needs to be done. So I hope the October balance changes are good because there's so many cards. I already made a video like about the cards that I think need a nerf, but like there's just so many cards that need a nerf, and it's really frustrating to struggle this hard. Like last season, I finished at 1800 medals, which is really weird for me because the season before that I finished at 2600. So it's like, obviously I didn't get worse in that time, in that 1 month time frame. It's just the meta got worse, and the decks that I like to play are unfortunately not really a part of, you know, the meta, I guess. Like that pump deck that I really love. It's not very meta. So, it's just like unfortunate. Like, I'm not a beatdown player. I mean, Pekka Bridge Bam kind of is like beatdown, but it's different. So I don't want to play Golem. I don't want to play Goblin Giant, and I don't want to like play Brain Dead. You know, like I don't want to play that deck. It's just yucky. It's just gross. So I tried to just push with decks that I enjoy, because I feel like if I just play Brain Dead decks that I don't enjoy, like, I don't know, I feel like I'll just feel guilty. I want to play decks that I love, so that's what we're doing here with Pekka Bridge Bam. So yeah, when I finally untilted, I think I was tilted for 5 days straight. When I finally untilted, it felt really good, which is crazy. I've never felt good about being at 1600 medals, but it's like, after being hard stuck 1000 medals and tilting all the way down to 700 medals, it feels good to be at 1600 medals, which is crazy. And I got so much hate for tilting, guys, but it's honestly, it's the meta. So I kind of play a little aggressive here because I wanted to take out the fisherman, but I think that was too aggressive in my opinion. I have to Pekka here late. Yeah, this matchup isn't looking good. I have to like E-Wiz on this. And yeah, it's a wizard down. I don't know how I defended this chat, but I go for the lumberjack. I feel like that RG was kind of bad because there was an E-Wiz down. If that E-Wiz wasn't down, he would have taken the tower. Okay guys, this is the push. We gotta go all in because I didn't even know he had Void the whole time until he played it. But we gotta go in. I feel like, yeah, that Void was kind of bad. That was a really bad Void. And then Magic Archer behind just for like the lineup. Magic Archer just won me the game. Nice. That was really crazy and a good comeback, I guess. This game was crazy, guys, because this is literally 100-0 matchup. It's such a bad matchup for me, but somehow we were able to make a comeback and win the game. So I go for the E-Wiz on the Ram Rider. So I'll explain why it's 100-0. So first of all, yes, Evo E-Drag, which is already like a bad matchup. If someone has Evo E-Drag, it's impossible to like play into an E-Drag and actually build a nice push. So that's one thing. By the way, I went Bandit because I knew he was low on Elixir, and he arrowed that, so I should have pressured the bridge, to be honest. He had no Elixir. I didn't take that in. Second of all, he has Evo Valkyrie. That's enough said. Like, that destroys like a push, I guess. Really good against Battle Ram. Next, he has Poison, which takes out my Marcher. Next, he has Recruits, which is like one of the worst cards I could ever go against. It's one of the best counters to Pekka. And then he has the Monk, which reflects my Marcher. And it's just like a solid tank, I guess. So I felt like I had no chance at winning this. But I think I played really well, and I just proved I was the better player because I was able to beat this matchup. I think the most important thing is, and he has like a flying machine, which is like kind of annoying to kill because like it just sits there. Maybe I should have put it on the flying machine, but I don't know. His deck's so expensive too. Wow. But anyways, it's just like, I don't even know what I was gonna say, but oh yeah, the main thing about this matchup is don't play into, make sure like you bait out the Evo E-Drag. You don't want to be pushing into that because it will destroy your whole push. I kind of just played, just know when they're down elixir too, so you could spam. It's kind of how you play, but yeah. I go battle ram opposite lane. I knew he was going to use his Evo E-Drag, so I started spamming the right, if that makes sense. Which was probably bad because of the flying machine, but it's still going to get some damage. Or we force out the monk, which is okay too. So here's kind of unfortunate. I kind of played that a little aggressive, so now we're going to take a shit ton of damage, but I have to E-Wiz on the E-Drag or else it's going to take our tower. And then we gotta make sure this flying machine locks on the bandit. Okay, that poison was really aggressive, so I'm gonna peck of the back on my weak side. We need to build a really big push because that poison was really aggressive. He's laughing at me. He thinks he's about to win the game, right? So this marcher was not bad, but he could definitely poison that if he wanted to. Yeah, we just kind of have to E-Wiz on that immediately. And we have the lumberjack too. Thankfully it didn't get a hit or we would have lost. He takes the poison, so he's just poison cycling me. So we gotta kind of spam. He goes E-Drag on the left, and I should have banded it the right, but it's okay because we win the game anyways. So that was a really nice comeback. Okay guys, this last game is against Expo, and this was probably one of the best comebacks ever that I made. So Expo is difficult because you have to play in a really specific way. Yeah, you have to kind of like save your P.E.K.K.A.s, I guess, because if you P.E.K.K.A the back, he's just gonna Expo, and you're gonna be down a lot of elixir. I think the main thing I did was just try to get to my Evo, and just wait till double elixir, I guess, and build a really big P.E.K.K.A push. That's kind of what you want to do, like, get to your Evos, wait till double elixir, get a big P.E.K.K.A push with both your Evos, and that's kind of how you beat Expo. And you have to pressure both sides of the map, because he has Fireball, and you know. So yeah, this game is really long, but what can you expect? It's Expo, so every game goes still 5 minutes long. That's why it's one of my least favorite decks to go against. It's really painfully boring, but people still play this deck, so yeah. I don't know who has matchup. I want to say it's Expo's matchup, but who knows? Like, because he has Fireball for my Marcher. Another thing is, I didn't give him Fireball value. I put Marcher for my tower, like, see? So then he can't Fireball it, I guess. Because it's always worth it to Fireball the Marcher if it's next to the tower, so I had to make sure not to give him Fireball value. So yeah, as you can see, I'm literally just cycling cards behind my tower, just like waiting till double, and getting a little chip damage here and there. So he goes for the Knight at the bridge. I'm just gonna bandit it. hasn't expoed yet, so I'm just waiting for him to make the first move, I guess. He's playing pretty reactively, so I know some expo players who just expo the bridge first play. Okay, he goes for the expo, I P.E.K.K.A the bridge, and then he doesn't have knights, so we could just arrows. I could have pre-arrowed that, to be honest, because he had to play the skeletons there. And I goes to the bridge to take out the Tesla, so then we could battle ram. Kind of aggressive, but he has to spend like a decent amount, and then he has to skellies too. Not too bad. We get one barb hit, so I feel like it was kind of worth it. I have to lumberjack this Evo Archer. Sometimes I forget how much damage the Evo Archers do. They do so much damage. Like, I let Evo Archer hit my tower, and I'm like, damn, that was a lot of damage. But yeah, I march from my strong side, because if he fireballs it, it's okay, because it's our strong side. He might take the fireball. Yeah, he does. I mean, I would do that too. I banded on the knight. So here's interesting. So I P.E.K.K.A here. I knew he didn't have like enough to expo right away. I go for the P.E.K.K.A push because we're getting into overtime and I need to start making moves. I need to start getting damage. I arrows this, of course. Always worth it to arrows the Evo Archers or any archers. And I go for the battle ram. And he's I kind of want to pressure him a little bit. He's kind of low on elixir. I feel like I kind of want to pressure him, so this is where my bridge spam skills come into play. So he wasted the Evo Tesla, so I'm just gonna P.E.K.K.A the back. And he could have gone expo the bridge right side, but he didn't. Well, he did actually, what the heck. But we could defend it because it's double elixir. Like, we could defend an expo without P.E.K.K.A. We don't need the P.E.K.K.A. So now he spent a lot of elixir protecting his expo. Now he's gonna have to defend this P.E.K.K.A. Beautiful marcher to snipe the knight and the Tesla. We have to arrows those Evo Archers. And there's just so much going on right now. Bandit is on the tower, and that's where I knew I won the game, when Bandit got on the tower. And I feel like it wasn't a comeback. Sorry, I misspoke. It wasn't a comeback, really. It was just like, I was losing. I was down damage, like, consistently, like, for 4 minutes straight. And then at the end, we finally broke through with a P.E.K.K.A push. And I feel like it just shows, like, I really, like, spam the bridge. Like, how do I explain it? I just spam the bridge in, like, a good way in order for, like, our push to break through. I feel like I did good bridge spam, techniques, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. But yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. I finally untilted, and I'm really happy. There's still like 15 days left of the season. I want to get a top 10k finish, even though the meta is really like chopped. I still want to try and get that top 10k finish. So thanks for everyone who like supports me in my live streams and stuff. And yeah, I feel like we got this. So thanks for watching.